one of our regular volunteers here at the shrine. He's the candle man. All those candles back there, somebody's got to take the dead ones away and fill them up with new ones so you can light candles for all your friends and such. God bless him. He does that. Earl's not here today, I don't think, is he? He usually goes to his own parish on Sunday. Good man. And in a recent homily, during the week, I mentioned that one of my hobbies is to collect heretical hymns. Now, there's lots of them. There's lots of hymns that have nutty things in them, right? The best, and the example that I gave was, my favorite one is, "A mighty fortress is our God," right? From that great Catholic theologian and hymnographer, Martin Luther. Very popular. Look at that carefully next time it comes up, because it will. It praises how powerful the devil is and how rotten people are. Heresy. There's lots of them. And unfortunately, after the Second Vatican Council, before the Second Vatican Council, the Catholic tradition had no tradition of hymns, really, as we understand the term. So after the council, we got to have hymns now. Right? Where are we going to get them? We don't got any. Ask the Protestants. Send some stuff over. So we got all these Protestant hymns. Right? And then we said, let's write some of our own. And they're just as bad, many of them. Right? Let us build the city of God. You all know that, right? Heresy. We don't build the city of God. Jesus built the city of God. We are invited to it. Invited. This was not planned. The opening hymn today, while not heretical, misses the point. All are welcome. Isn't that nice? Don't we all have warm, fuzzy feelings about that? You see this all the time. There's I don't even know what it is. In Clarksville, there's a church there. They've got that on their electric signboard every once in a while. All are welcome. That's true. And if you just read the first part of that gospel today, you're good. Right? But if you skip the rest of it, as the bureaucrats in the Vatican want us to do, evidently, because they give us this option to skip the important part, right? You're missing the point. Yes, all are welcome. Anybody can come in here. We don't check papers at the door. But it's not just about it being invited, is it? Yes, we are all invited. And many come. Place is full today almost. Overflow in the back, folks over here. Great, that's good. But it's more than just being invited. You know? That last part, the servants went out into the streets and gathered all they found, bad and good alike, and the hall was filled with guests, indeed. But don't forget the last part. Why did you come here not dressed in a wedding garment? Now, this is not about wedding garments. This is not about how you dress coming into church. You know, I mean, I'm sure there are priests in the past who have used this text to talk about modesty at Mass. Got nothing to do with that. You can make these things say anything you want on occasion. That doesn't make it right or true. That's not the point. The king was not concerned because God is not concerned because you don't come in here dressed right. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Yes, you are welcome, but you got to be open to the event, to the occasion. You got to be willing to change your clothes. Right? Indeed. But to accept this reality, to accept this truth, demands giving our will up, being obedient to the truth. That's important. That's vital. That's critical. Right? If it's just open the door and anybody can come in and whatever you got, and indeed, whatever you got is fine. But we need to conform ourselves to the truth. That's why we come here, isn't it? We come here because we are looking for some firm foundation of truth in our lives. I hope. Right? We live in a world where the wind is blowing every direction. No matter what your thing is, there is somebody out there who's going to say it's okay. Right? Make it okay. That doesn't make it okay. Christ came into the world to proclaim the truth about what it means to be a human being that got messed up at the beginning. We live in a fallen world that is falling, and we are included. We have a fallen nature. To accept the invitation is to accept that reality. I am messed up, and I'm being given a gift of truth. Sorry. I'm being offered the gift of truth, which I can accept or not. Many are invited, few are chosen. We live in a world in crisis about the truth. Right? And just talking isn't going to make it any different. Right? You can do all the synodal listening you want, but the truth is the truth. Right? Heresy is never truth. We come here for the truth, I hope. To accept the truth, to embrace the truth. Why? Because God is smarter than me. I am very limited. Very limited. I am fallen. And I need that gift. And if we, all of us, accept that gift, that is the road to healing. That is the road to salvation. Which is freely offered. Freely offered. But we need to accept it. And that demands more than just showing up. We need to embrace the truth. And the truth is the truth. No amount of talking about it changes that. Right? On the other hand, what is the value of heresy? Heresy is incredibly valuable. Why? Because it helps us to understand what the truth really is. Right? For the first 800 years of the church, when we still had ecumenical councils, right, it was the heresies of the time that led to the refinement of the understanding of the truth. In that regard, heresy is a good thing. If you reject it and say, no, that's not right. This is the truth that has been handed to us by Christ through the apostles in the tradition of the church, in the scripture. That's what we have been given. That is the gift. We choose to accept it or not. And hopefully we do.